Jin into Wukong though. That's definitely something that is very scary as the Rise comes through, so even more ability to impact.
Gen.G looking to re-dive. Knock up there onto Hans. Q follow. Vault breaker in the first blood. Gen.G make it look easy.
But there's just too much CC. As you can see, the vibe's good there as the TP comes in. Canyon maybe in trouble.
Canyon. LeBron just able to hit the edge on the knockup. Canyon still only level 4, flashing over the wall. Knock back onto Broken Blade. Duro using him as a taxi to try to make it out to safety. Doesn't have the Scuttle Crab in his favor though, so no extra movement speed. And he will get taken down. A nice little look from the side of G2.
And Duro dying there for the sins of his jungler. Canyon just, I imagine, just caught on the Raptor camp, caught off guard by the deep TP there from Bro. The fact that Skewmund also was the one that picked up the kill, I think, pretty big deal. The Wukong snowballs insanely well when you can get these early
kills. Maybe hoping to find a steal. Hansama at least getting the souls. Nice engage coming in from Duro. Lock up there onto the Wukong. Chobi's ult goes in as well, and down goes Skewmund. Lebrov caught in the midst of the pit. Hansama laying down a bit more shielding, and it looks like Vi will fall. Canyon spit over the wall. Taken out of the pit, Hansama. Waiting for the flash to come through. Root is there. Curtains called on Lebrov, and down goes the Catfish. Feet of War claimed by the side.
They're going to take a bit of a gamble here. There's a TP.
A bold call. TP, Galio on the way in. Broken Blade probably immediately going to start channeling Taunt here. Locked up. Beautiful CC layering. Finds the Taunt into Duro. The stun kind of missing from the side of Ruler. Doesn't connect the snare. Now the ulti from Chovy. G2 retreating. But they've effectively lost their top laner. And Canyon's just now arriving. The equalizer's still there. The curtain call there. They got 2 ultis. But not much else to show for it as the equalizer is laid down. Canyon rooted up for a moment. Lebrov taken out. Gen.G in the extended fight plays so well around their cooldowns.
And G2 knowingly taking a risk there with that TP. Instead of trying to go for a play elsewhere on the map, decide to contest, and we called it a be tough as Canyon looking for a play towards mid. Again, Herald is up. That's going to be what the teams are playing for.
Q flash clean from Canyon. Hansama's got nowhere to go. Duro not even needed. Nice little mechanical
towards
play.
Mid. The top wave is getting demolished, and Chovy's going to get the free turret.
And what we have to remember in this context is Gen.G a free tower.
Skewmund trying to get in the opponent's heads continuously as we do have the Herald being dropped.
G2 running forward. They see Chovy on the top side. They're not concerned. Excellent combo to kick things off. Equalizer to follow. It's Caps off to the side. He's been isolated and Ruler looking to follow. Lebrov resets the fight with the Devour. Gets a bit more space, but Gen.G have already taken the tower, and now it's Chovy chasing through. Duro looking for another combo! The Alistar finding the angle, but they're only hitting the tankiest members. Cap still stepping forward, looking for a bit more damage, but now the curtains have been called. Body block there, Lebrov getting low. Skewmund covering. G2 holding on for now, but they've lost priority. No! Ruler! Patience in the Gen.G logo!
OTP, DTP, look at the flank!
G2 trying to throw a Hail Mary here.
It's 2 of them.
Gen.G committed so much to the mid-wave play. Trying to get Drake might be greedy, but G2, do they have the damage to punish? Chovy locked up. Root there, he doesn't have the ulti to escape. Skewmund now trying to get out. Keen burning everybody! The Rumble alive! Ruler's only got 2 more shots! But it might not matter. 1 more bullet to come through. The Root connecting. Ruler so damn fast. Chovy alive as well. G2 crumble!
And G2 go for the Hail Mary, the double TP, but it doesn't quite work out. Gen.G, despite using so many tools, it feels like initially maybe too many on that mid lane players. Oh, Ruler.
Missile Voyage there. Q, Auto.
Woo! 1,000 gold!
Yum, 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 yum.
That is a sated Kench, and that's not something we say often.
No. I wasn't particularly hungry for Heartsteel for this team, but hey, you get it a little sooner. And items, they're 5,000 gold down. Keen finding himself in the midst of 3. CC there, Skewmund about to follow, tries to get out before he gets burnt to death. Devour from Lebrov. But it's Otacon in the meantime, an easy pickup for Gen.G. Happy to make the trade, 1 member. The power of that buff.
Chovy gonna be spotting Broken Blade. Bit of a questionable flash there from Keen, given that there's a Tom Canch standing right next to the target. Trying to burn is Canyon.
Canyon Overstaying a bit here, but Ruler waiting behind. Ruler with almost 3 items ready to go. Look at the damage coming through, but Hanstama still living for an extra moment. Flash forward from Ruler. Hits his mark, finds his man. Chovy going face first in the caps is a bit difficult. The damage is there from the rise, but Ruler remains uncontested. 4th shot. A brief moment to reload. Realm Warp in. Wukong delivered. But Broken Blade out of mana. They can't find the engage, and out comes the ulti. It's Chovy on the side. Getting shot like fish in the barrel. Duro to follow through. Ruler, uncontested. Chovy dishing out so much damage. Skewmon tries to get something back. He has an extra moment, but the knockup is there from Duro, and down he goes.
And G2 identify a moment of weakness. Keen goes down. Maybe this is the opportunity to get back in this game. Deny the soul point. Gen.G obviously invest everything towards the top side of the map, but doesn't look like it's going to be working out. Well, the Heartsteel stack is secured, but I think Labrov would rather have his flash. At least he has the spellbook as Ruler. A right chuckle there from Ruler. This game, he is going to be a lot more happy. He's again a pick.
Again looking for the option. Onto Duro, they get the ulti. 2-man knockup. Ruler forced to back away. Lock into the Iron Solari used. Duro will fall.
Oh, you got to pull the trigger on Nash, I imagine.
I mean, they got the rise. They can shred it so quickly. But their waves aren't in a good state. The threat of an equalizer in the pit.
I mean, I don't think it's great, but looks like they don't want to take the risk either.
Chovy.
Maybe trusting in the Hans.
No getting out of this one. Chovy, damage coming through. Broken Blade wants to save the day, but Ruler just cannot miss in this game. Skewmon called out, knocked down, fakes the stealth, but Canyon's not falling for it. Knock up there on Ruler, maybe it can be the turning factor. It's all eyes on Caps. Caps who has to do the damage. Caps who cannot afford to be burnt down by Keen. Labrov buys him an extra moment, but Canyon's already there. Caps running for his life, but it's just not enough. Because in the midst of the fight, it is Ruler free firing. Baseline lethality coming in from the Omus. Baron now.
More damage here. To get on top of Ruler, actually CC him. That might have been the difference maker. If they get him, it could be something, but instead...
Another fight. Equalizer from Keen to kick things off. Long range route coming in from Ruler. Follow up from Duro. Broken Blade locked up. Goes Golden. Labrov, 2 seconds on the ulti. Can try to save him, but if you use that ulti, you know it's easy pickings for Canyon in the next fight. Caps on the side.
Chovy's pushing.
Yeah, Chovy is pushing. It's just 4 members. Chovy denying so much gold, set to get this tower for free. The 3 grubs they secured earlier in the game, but G2 know they need a Hail Mary, they need a desperation play. Flash forward from Caps, root under Ruler. Lockup coming in from Hanstama, he might be vulnerable in the backside, but all that matters is killing this AD carry. G2 find their man, but now it's Chovy in the fight. Chovy who deletes Hanstama. Canyon follow up, Duro there as well, trying to lock down the rise. Keen gonna follow up as well. Caps, not enough room to play, but the top for Broken Blade is big. He's burning in the midst of it all though, and again, it is Gen.G who will not falter. And Chovy with the quadra.
Point where it just doesn't matter. Keen is toasting them 10 stacks 10 stacks dark. Still same for Chovy, who does join, seeing his AD carry fall. There's just too much AoE damage available here for Gen.G as the Inhibits falls, and we're about to go to 1-1 here, Dracos.
That we are.
Broken Blade, unfortunately, still not able to really take too much of a beating because of the state of the gold. Now Gen.G, 2 inhibs down. Certainly just looking to end this one with as little opportunity as possible. And for G2, Caps does have Death Cap. If he can get a couple of rotations off, maybe that's something they can play towards, but everyone just goes down so quickly. These items on Gen.G just hurt too much.
That they do. Ocean Soul now as well, making it that much easier. A little bit of poke from Ruler can heal him back up from anything that G2 can throw back at him. And it's Canyon waiting off to the side. Happy to trade his ultimate for Labrov's if he needs to. Equalizer used. Gen.G immediately pull the trigger, finding multiple members. The ults are beautiful, but it's Broken Blade with a 3-man knockup. Hanstama for now uncontested. Caps burned down again. The curtain call coming in. Ruler untouched, undaunted, unfazed by a single loss. Gen.G, one final moment, taking their time. Skewmon desperately trying to make the difference with the base in tatters in front of them. Gen.G fire back in game 2 and tie the